Welcome back to City's Pulse, explorers. Must-see London iconic landmarks and attractions. Here, on the banks of the River Thames, a sprawling metropolis has grown over 2 millennia. Prepare yourselves to witness the magnificent interplay between the old and the new. We shall begin our expedition at the very seat of its governance, Westminster. From there, our path leads us to a fortress of formidable stone, the Tower of London. This is London, a city of unparalleled diversity and historical depth, waiting to be discovered. Here, where the river bends, stands one of the most recognizable silhouettes on the planet, the Palace of Westminster, more commonly known as the Houses of Parliament. It is a monumental expression of the Gothic revival. Dominating this architectural marvel is the structure colloquially known as Big Ben. The tower itself, now named the Elizabeth Tower, is the city's most famous timekeeper. The architecture itself is a storybook in stone, designed by Charles Barry and Augustus Pugin. The palace was conceived as a physical embodiment of British history and values. It is a symbol, a beacon of democracy known the world over. It is the enduring, iconic heartbeat of a nation. Our journey takes us to the Tower of London, a formidable structure dominating the landscape for almost a millennium. It's a concentric castle evolved over centuries, originating with William the Conqueror's White Tower. Over time, it has been a royal palace, stronghold, treasury, armory, menagerie, and famously, a prison. Today, yeoman warders or beefeaters act as guardians and guides. Legend says that if the 6 resident ravens leave, the crown and tower will fall. The crown jewels, housed within the Waterloo block, include the imperial state crown and sovereign scepter, symbols of the monarchy. Spanning the Thames stands Tower Bridge, an icon recognized across the globe. Its defining characteristic is its ability to transform. The bascules can be raised in just 60 seconds. Glass walkways offer a dizzying view of London life. Deep within, the original engine rooms offer a glimpse into the bridge's soul. The Victorian steam engines stand as relics of a bygone era, revealing the mechanical genius that powered this creation. In the heart of Westminster stands Buckingham Palace. It's the epicenter of the British monarchy, the official London residence of the sovereign, and a bustling administrative headquarters. Its grand facade projects an image of stability. Within its walls, a vast operation unfolds. The balcony connects the monarchy and the people. The changing of the guard is a formal military ceremony. The new guard arrives to replace the old guard, a display of martial tradition that has captivated onlookers for centuries. A blend of solemn duty and public performance. A stone's throw from the seat of political power, another older authority resides. This is Westminster Abbey, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture whose soaring vaults and intricate stonework have witnessed almost 1,000 years of British history. It's not merely a church, it is the nation's church, a sacred space intertwined with the very identity of the kingdom. Since the year 1066, it has been the setting for the coronation of every English and British monarch, a place where sovereigns are anointed and their reigns are consecrated under the watchful eyes of God and history. Its very stones seem saturated with the weight of these momentous occasions. This hallowed ground serves not only as the stage for the beginning of reigns, but also as the final resting place for their end. More than 3,000 people are buried or commemorated within its walls, a silent congregation of the great and the good. Here lie kings and queens, their elaborate tombs a testament to their power and legacy. One can walk through the aisles and chapels, tracing the lineage of a nation through the effigies of monarchs like Edward the Confessor, the Abbey's founder, and Elizabeth I. It's a powerful, tangible connection to the past, a royal necropolis that tells the story of a dynasty. Yet the Abbey's embrace extends beyond royalty. In a quiet southern transept lies a unique and much-revered space known as Poets' Corner. Here, the nation honors its literary giants, the men and women who shaped its language and its soul. The first to be interred here was Geoffrey Chaucer, and since then, he has been joined by the likes of Charles Dickens, Rudyard Kipling, and Alfred Tennyson. Memorials to William Shakespeare, Jane Austen, and the Bronte sisters ensure their presence is felt, creating a unique pilgrimage site for lovers of literature from every corner of the world. This sacred building is a palimpsest of faith, monarchy, and culture. Every corner reveals another layer of history, from the ancient coronation chair, which has seated monarchs at the moment of their crowning for 7 centuries, to the tomb of the unknown warrior, a solemn and moving tribute to the fallen of the First World War. To walk through Westminster Abbey is to walk through the collective memory of a nation. It's a place of profound stillness and overwhelming history, where the echoes of coronations, funerals, and royal weddings resonate through the magnificent, light-filled spaces. Rising from the ashes of the Great Fire of London, St. Paul's Cathedral took its place, a masterpiece of English Baroque architecture conceived by Sir Christopher Wren. For centuries, its magnificent dome has dominated the London skyline, a symbol of the extraordinary resilience of this great city. The Great Dome, one of the largest in the world, creates a breathtaking interior space. Inside, the sheer scale of the nave is breathtaking. High above, one finds the Whispering Gallery, where a whisper can be heard with perfect clarity on the opposite side. The climb is rewarded with one of the most spectacular panoramas the city has to offer. London unfolds in all its sprawling, complex glory. On the River Thames stands Shakespeare's Globe, a reconstruction of the open-air playhouse where his famous works came to life. The wooden O connects actor and audience in a way that modern theaters rarely achieve. Here, the past is reenacted daily. The creation of this theater was the life's passion of Sam Wanamaker. Performances take place in natural daylight, compelling the actors to rely on their voice. There is only a shared space where stories of love, tragedy, and comedy are brought vividly to life. Today, the Globe is a vibrant center for education and research. It serves as a reminder that these plays were written for the often chaotic environment of the Elizabethan playhouse. In London's financial district, a new life form has taken root. 30 St. Mary Axe, known as the Gherkin. Its distinctive shape was a radical departure from the boxy towers that surrounded it. Designed to interact with the natural world, the Gherkin's design is a masterclass in ecological efficiency. Natural ventilation supplements air conditioning, reducing energy consumption. Vast, open-plan floors are flooded with natural light. Panoramic city views are available from almost every point. At its apex is a domed bar and restaurant with a breathtaking 360-degree view of London. It remains a landmark. Here in Bloomsbury stands the British Museum, a testament to human history. Its halls trace our journey from tribes to empires. The Rosetta Stone unlocked the language of the pharaohs. Mummies, prepared for an eternal journey, reveal beliefs seeking to conquer death. The museum tells a story of empire through treasures like the Parthenon marbles. It's a forum for conversations about heritage and ownership, actively debated by each generation. On the south bank of the River Thames rises the Tate Modern, a titan from a bygone industrial age. The Tate Modern has repurposed this vast industrial cathedral, transforming its turbine hall into a monumental stage for artistic expression. The adaptation of this space is a marvel, preserving the building's industrial soul while creating a habitat perfectly suited for modern art. Navigating the galleries is an expedition into the shifting landscapes of the human psyche. It is a dynamic ecosystem where new ideas are constantly being introduced. It presents art that questions our assumptions and forces us to see the world through unfamiliar eyes. It ensures that the conversation between art and society remains vibrant, essential, and very much alive. In South Kensington, we find the Victoria and Albert Museum, or V&A. It's a sanctuary celebrating human creativity through craft and design. The VA's collection showcases skill, artistry, and innovation. From architecture to lace, each item tells a story. The galleries feel like distinct worlds. Wander through medieval tapestries or the dazzling jewelry gallery. The fashion collection preserves dress history. The V&A champions the maker, reminding us art is woven into our lives. It inspires designers, ensuring the tradition of making things well thrives. Here on the Cromwell Road stands the Natural History Museum. It is a cathedral dedicated to life. Adorned with species reliefs, it's a prologue to wonders within. This is a library of life, where the past breathes. Entering Hinsa Hall, a blue whale skeleton hangs, a greeting from Earth's largest inhabitant. Galleries branch out, each a chapter in Earth's history, told in bone and fossil. Within, dinosaurs are resurrected. A T-Rex looms, a reminder of predatory power. In the Earth Hall, journey to our planet's core. It fosters respect for our planet and its interconnected systems. Just steps from the Natural History Museum stands the Science Museum, London's temple to human ingenuity. Inside, history's greatest inventions come alive. Steam engines, rockets, and computers that changed the world. Here you can stand beneath a real Apollo spacecraft, marvel at Stephenson's rocket, and see the machines that powered the Industrial Revolution. Interactive galleries invite you to experiment, explore, and imagine the future. The Science Museum sparks curiosity in every visitor, igniting dreams of discovery for generations to come. The London Eye, a colossal observation wheel, represents a different kind of human achievement. Its slow rotation offers a unique vantage point, a chance to observe the complex organism that is London. The intricate patterns of streets and the meandering River Thames are revealed. From up here, one can truly appreciate the scale of London. To the east, the modern towers of Canary Wharf pierce the sky, while the historic dome of St. Paul's Cathedral holds its own. This elevated view reveals the city's unique blend of ancient and modern. As the sun sets, the capsule becomes a front-row seat for one of nature's most spectacular displays, illuminating the iconic structures in a new, dramatic light to appreciate its complexity, its beauty, and its unceasing energy. Piercing the clouds, a new structure has emerged. The Shard, a vertical ecosystem of glass and steel. This colossal spire represents a modern evolutionary leap in architecture, the tallest building in Western Europe, inspired by railway lines and London's historic churches. A silent, glittering giant, creating a facade that reflects the changing moods of the London sky. The view from the Shard offers an unparalleled vantage point. The sprawling metropolis unfolds like a vast living map. Offices, restaurants, a hotel, and private residences coexist in this vertical city, a self-contained world. The Shard is more than just a landmark. It is a symbol of a new way of living, a vertical frontier in urban evolution. In the heart of the financial district, an extraordinary habitat has taken root. High above the city streets, a lush oasis thrives, the Sky Garden. It is a public park suspended 35 stories in the air, a verdant sanctuary. Here, humanity has engineered a pocket of the natural world, a hanging garden for the modern age. Upon arrival, one is transported into a world of surprising tranquility. The primary draw is the spectacular, uninterrupted panorama of the city. From this unique vantage point, the great landmarks of London are laid bare. This garden is a fascinating example of symbiosis in the urban world, a free-to-access viewpoint and a place of natural beauty, a lung for the city in the most unexpected of places. In East London, on the grounds of the 2012 Olympic Games, a strange creature coils towards the sky. This is the ArcelorMittal Orbit, a sculpture of monumental scale. It stands as the UK's largest public art piece, a subject of fascination and debate. Ascending it offers fragmented glimpses of the world through its crimson mesh. From its platforms, the view is of a transformed London. The parklands, once industrial wasteland, now thrive. Wrapped around it is the slide, the world's longest tunnel slide. To ride it is a rapid, disorienting journey back to Earth. Here, in the heart of London, lies Hyde Park, a vast green lung. This remarkable expanse is a sanctuary for people and a surprising diversity of life. The Serpentine, a man-made lake, acts as its lifeblood. Waterfowl paddle on its surface. For city dwellers, the park offers sustenance. Here, they gather, contemplate, and play. Ancient trees stand as silent witnesses to the park's long history, linking the present to a greener past. Further north, Regent's Park reveals a landscape of exquisite design. Designed by John Nash, it's a masterpiece where formal avenues give way to sweeping lawns and tranquil water. A carefully orchestrated wilderness, it provides a haven for diverse life, including the exotic species at London Zoo. Beyond the zoo, Queen Mary's Gardens explodes with color. Bees swarm here, ensuring the continuation of this beautiful display. The park's lake provides another sanctuary. Herons have adapted to this urban setting. Regent's Park is a complex tapestry, demonstrating how nature can flourish in a planned urban landscape. Rising above the River Thames, Greenwich Park is a sanctuary and a monument to human curiosity. The oldest of London's royal parks, it's also a World Heritage Site. Its hills offer a unique perspective of the modern city. At its summit stands the Royal Observatory, the historic home of British astronomy. The Prime Meridian Line, longitude 0, divides the eastern and western hemispheres. The view from here is one of the most remarkable the city has to offer. It encapsulates London's entire history. The park is home to fallow and red deer, descendants of herds introduced by King Henry VIII. Here in the heart of London, a unique ecosystem thrives, Covent Garden. For centuries, this piazza has been a theater of commerce and creativity, a habitat where Londoners and global visitors converge. Performers stake out territories, captivating audiences with acrobatics, magic, and song. The crowd offers applause, and the performers a moment of wonder. Beneath the market's glass canopy, artisans display wares in curated stalls. From handcrafted jewelry to rare teas, survival depends on presentation. The Royal Opera House, a monument to formal performance, casts its influence over the spontaneous performances at its feet. Together, opera and buskers create a balanced ecosystem of entertainment. Beneath the ironwork, another of London's great ecosystems thrives. This is Borough Market, a territory dedicated to the gathering of food for over 1,000 years. The air is a complex tapestry of scents, a powerful lure for the hungry urban dweller. Here, the ritual of hunting and gathering has been transformed. The producers are specialists, each having mastered a particular form of sustenance. Observe the cheesemonger and the fishmonger displaying the silver harvest of the ocean. The visitors are the foragers, moving in waves, searching for the finest provisions. Borough Market is more than just a place to buy food. It is a celebration of variety. Journeying north along the Regent's Canal, we enter Camden, a territory unlike any other. Here, individuality is the dominant trait. The market is a collection of interconnected habitats, each with its own tribe. The visual landscape is an assault on the senses: street art, shop fronts, and self-expression. Punks, goths, and ravers congregate here, displaying their affiliations. Stalls cater to these subcultures, providing clothing, music, and artifacts that define identity. The spirit of Camden endures as a breeding ground for creativity and youth culture. It's a wild reserve in the heart of London. Spanning the Thames, the Millennium Bridge is a slender ribbon of steel. It connects St. Paul's Cathedral with the Tate Modern, encouraging a cross-pollination of culture. Initially, crowds caused it to sway, earning it the nickname Wobbly Bridge. Dampers were installed to absorb the kinetic energy. Today, it stands as a triumph of engineering, adapted to serve humanity better. This bridge offers a unique vantage point to observe the city, a place of transit and reflection. It's a symbol of London's capacity for reinvention. Here, along the southern embankment of the River Thames, a unique ecosystem of human creativity and expression thrives. This is the South Bank, a living, breathing artery of culture that pulses with the rhythm of the city. It is a habitat unlike any other, where concrete and steel give way to performance, art, and communal gathering. For miles, this pedestrianized walkway stretches, a testament to the human desire to connect, all under the watchful gaze of the ever-flowing river. This remarkable stretch of urban landscape is designed for discovery. Every step reveals a new spectacle, a new sound, a new scent. The calls of street performers echo through the air, each vying for the attention of the passing crowds. The aroma of international cuisine from bustling food markets drifts on the breeze, a tantalizing invitation to sample the world's flavors. The South Bank is a complex social structure where different tribes of Londoners and visitors converge. Families gather, couples stroll hand in hand, and solitary figures pause to contemplate the cityscape. The architecture itself, from the brutalist forms of the South Bank Center to the temporary installations, provides the backdrop for this daily drama. And as the sun begins its slow descent, the character of this habitat transforms entirely. The fading light casts long shadows, painting the concrete in hues of orange and purple, while the city lights begin to flicker to life across the water. The daytime bustle gives way to nightlife. The theaters and concert halls open their doors. The South Bank reveals its true nature, a dynamic, ever-changing environment perfectly adapted to the rhythms of human life. Here, in the east of London, a new landscape is being forged. This is Stratford's waterfront, a territory undergoing a profound and rapid transformation. Born from the legacy of the 2012 Olympic Games, this area is now the site of one of the most ambitious cultural construction projects in a generation. It represents a deliberate act of seeding, an attempt to cultivate a new, vibrant ecosystem of creativity and learning far from the traditional heartlands of the city's west. The V&A East is the flagship species of this new development, a bold statement of intent for the future. This emerging cultural hub is a fascinating study in urban evolution. Where once there was industrial land, now rise structures designed not for manufacturing goods, but for manufacturing ideas. The skeletons of these new buildings, like the carapaces of giant nascent creatures, promise a future filled with art, design, and performance. It is a living laboratory, and we are witnessing the very first stages of its colonization, a thrilling new chapter in London's unending story of reinvention. Our journey through London, from the ancient stones of its Roman wall to the gleaming glass of its newest frontiers, reveals a city that is not a static monument, but a living, breathing organism. It is a vast and complex ecosystem, constantly adapting, evolving, and reinventing itself. Each landmark, each park, each market stall is a vital organ, contributing to the health and dynamism of the whole. The city is a mosaic of habitats, each with its own unique character, its own rhythms, and its own inhabitants, all interconnected by the lifeblood of the River Thames. The story of London is one of resilience and transformation. It has survived fires, plagues, and wars, each time rebuilding itself with renewed vigor and imagination. Its ability to absorb influences from across the globe is its greatest strength, creating a cultural landscape of unparalleled richness and diversity. Kindly like, subscribe, and share this video. See you in the next video.